I'm Christy Puchko. I was part of the 2005 inaugural Macaulay class. You might remember me from the video.
And I'm Christopher Figueroa of the 2006 class. To celebrate Macaulay's widespread success, Macaulay has asked Christy and I, alumni and filmmakers, to catch up with fellow alum to see how they've made it in their careers and where they are now. So we're here in my Midtown Manhattan office. I'm the owner of Chris Fig Productions, a wedding and event videography company, and I'm just happy to be a documentary New York filmmaker.
I'm also a New York-based filmmaker, editor, and animator. I've worked on TV, commercials, short films that have screened throughout the world, and most recently I cut a web series, which I'll be talking about on my production blog.
So now that you know a little bit about us, let's find out what other Macaulay alum have been up to.
I'm a PhD student at Yale. I'm in my 4th year. I actually just finished qualifying exams and I just submitted my first chapter to my dissertation. My name is Deborah. I graduated from City College in 2006 and I'm a mother and a scholar. I had my first child over spring break of my freshman year. First time I brought him onto campus, he was called the youngest freshman of the Honors College. I think at first people didn't know what to do with it, but the great thing about Macaulay Honors College is there are a lot of people there, a lot of us, who people don't know what to do with. We're out there. We have our own interests. We have our own lives. We're coming from all different places and we're going all different places. You know, Macaulay Honors College has faculty, has staff on board and in your corner, and they're ready to say, well, even though you're coming from this different place or you're looking at this different thing, we're there for you and we're going to get you there.
We met literally the first day of our first class, and it was the first seminar for the Honors College. By the second semester, we were dating, and here we are now.
After I graduated, I got a full-time job in customer service, rose through there and became a senior customer service representative, and then I just switched over to this position. It's been great. I love the company and the people there, so.
Heather and I just parted ways for the first time since January, practically. She headed into the office, and we just sort of decided I would stay home and take care of Timmy. But I don't know. Right now, it feels like it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Is that cold? My name's Matthew John Beneke. Currently, I'm a stay-at-home dad and a writer. I've written The Lion in the Desert, The Walking Ghosts was its sequel. I graduated from Baruch with a BBA, so I was originally in business. I shifted over to education, and ultimately that's where I'll probably head back to when my son's a little older. His name is Timothy John. He was born January 26th. You hear all these cliches about parenthood. It's this wonderful thing and everything, and it really is. For me, he's just sort of brightened, everything. He's changed the way I look at the world, so I'm working on a blog that's going to sort of help me promote both the books and also reflect on what I'm doing as a stay-at-home dad.
Video. He's right over there. Tom. This is my good friend Digit. My name is Dan Allen. I graduated from Hunter in 2008. And I work for public television. I work for the Friends of 13 at Channel 13, New York's public television station. Today we had a ribbon cutting at our new studio at Lincoln Center. In the fall, we produced a local program called New Yorkers' Memories of the National Parks, and we worked with Macaulay students. We used Macaulay cameras, and we used the Macaulay space to produce a half-an-hour program for television. It went on right after Ken Burns' National Parks program, and we got about 200,000 viewers. And that was a very exciting partnership to work on. We've tried to get students involved in internships with different departments at the station, from production to communications to the interactive and broadband department. And we found a natural fit because both organizations are about public service, quality, access.
My parents are risk takers. They were born in China. They moved to Venezuela. That's where I was born. I came here in 1994, and I actually recently became a citizen, a U.S. citizen. Thank you. My name is Liliana Chang. I am a businesswoman and a lawyer-to-be. I go to Cardozo School of Law, and I am in my last semester now. I was a junior in Baruch College. I was finance and investments major. My sister had this idea that she wanted to start a learning center. We started as a very small business. We had maybe 5 students the whole semester, and then it started growing. I started tutoring. Later on, as we grew bigger, I did mostly management duties, so the paperwork, the registration, the marketing, and I really like it.
I love being able to see someone learn and think. My name is Chinesha, and I'm a Brooklyn-born artist and activist. I've been working at the Downtown Community Television Center in the Pro TV department and the program coordinator here. And I'm also an artist instructor, so I go out to high schools or I teach workshops Currently, we are partnering with Big Brothers Big Sisters, so I've been doing a lot of workshops with them. I've been working on my own independent productions. I'm doing a lot of producing work, directing work, and cinematography. I just want to create art and save the world.
Post 9/11, I think that's shaped a lot of people's approach to their careers, especially people who grew up in New York, and that probably led me into counterterrorism work to begin with. I'm Lauren Tellerman, and I'm a Brooklyn-born foreign affairs officer currently living in Washington, D.C. I work in the Bureau of International Security and Nonproliferation. ISN spearheads coordinating international consensus when it comes to WMD proliferation, multilateral and bilateral policy initiatives. So whenever you hear about different conventions and international regimes being discussed, or the coordination of diplomatic responses to certain countries and nuclear testing, that's frequently work that this Bureau would be involved in. To find something meaningful to do and to be happy to wake up in the morning to do it is important.
I think my relationship with the students is a little bit different from the rest of the teachers because I am actually from the Bronx. The things that they have to deal with, I understand. My name is Nasrat Chowdhury. I'm a Bangladeshi American Muslim math teacher from the Bronx. You know, what we do is build a community where it's safe to be here. You know, have the students come here and you're really here just for their learning. Everything else falls away because you want to get to college, you want to go places. This is how you do it. You know, you need to focus on school.
We as educators need to be moving towards integrating technology and not only understanding and utilizing the tools that are out there, but creating them when they don't exist. So we're sitting in the library of the Rodef Shalom School, and I serve as the school's librarian and digital arts teacher. And I'm part of an educational startup called Media Midrash, which is sort of YouTube for Jewish educators that links video content with compelling curricular content. In the previous Macaulay video, I don't think Pass Russell would have necessarily seen himself working in education. The nice thing about Macaulay is that because of the financial benefits of Macaulay to graduate without any debt, it allowed me to take a position upon graduation in a small educational organization. If I had $100,000 in debt, $80,000 in debt hanging over my head, it would have been impossible to do so. The freedom that Macaulay gave me after graduation allowed me to find a career path that's actually been really amazing, engaging, and wonderful.
You know, a lot of people are forced into decisions because there's debt to pay, and I was free to do whatever I wanted. It was the opportunity for me to take an unpaid internship, and that internship led to my job.
I took an intercession workshop here at DCTV. I thought that would be pretty exciting to have a film under my belt, and it kind of just evolved.
I interned at Bear Stearns, and I was able to compare between working in a small business versus working in such a big corporation. And I ended up choosing to stay here.
I'm one of those weird people that knew from, 10 years old that I wanted to teach and read books and do nerdy stuff. I didn't know anyone who had gone to Yale, and in fact, at a very young age, I was told not to think about Ivy League institutions as a possibility for my future. I found a great deal of support at the Honors College.
Basically, Macaulay is as diverse as CUNY itself is. The one common denominator for everybody is that they're passionate about something and they're very motivated. That kind of environment motivates you.
I felt like they fostered a utopic sense of you can do whatever you want.
I wear a badge of honor now that I can say I graduated from the Macaulay Honors College. As the reputation grows, I think we look back in pride and like, yes, we were pioneers to some degree. We were part of something that really did shape us.
Macaulay gives you so many different opportunities. I mean, you have the study abroad program, the common events, the seminars. That gives you such an exposure to New York.
It was really great to have an intellectually guided tour through the city for the 4 years that I was in college.
The New York City seminar courses educated me about what it means to be a citizen of this booming metropolis.
For me, the cultural passport was sort of the dark horse in all this. I was stunned by the sheer diversity of places that it was going to give me access to. And I went to places I would have never dreamed I would go, from the MoMA to Lincoln Center to all over the place. That really helped me open my eyes.
As a resident living in Brooklyn, putting down roots and engaging with the community, it's something I really value, and it's something that I think Macaulay actually instilled a lot of the value of that in me. Maybe other colleges would have given me a similar experience, but I don't think any single university would have been able to give me the hodgepodge, the collection of experiences that Macaulay gave me that was able to lead me to where I am today.
Macaulay showed to be something great. Not just a test, not just a trial, it was really an honors college.
Macaulay has been a part of my life story and continues to be a part of my life story, and I always feel like I have a trusted network, and I'm really excited to see 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, what myself and my peers have gotten up to, because the truth is, these are going to be people who are in power positions all over the world.
Because if you're really qualified to be there, you know that what you put in is what you get out. And that's what I did when I was there, and I got out a lot.
In March of 2001, I got accepted to Macaulay, and I was excited and nervous. I was about to start college, and I had no idea that I was really embarking on the most fulfilling experience of my life. To say that it influenced my life and changed me is the understatement of the century. All the best things in my life essentially have come from my experience with that program. So I'm forever indebted to the Macaulay family, and I'm proud to be a part of it.